Economics Class 9, Chapter 1, Factors of Production. What are factors of production? Factors of production is an economic term that describes the inputs used in production of goods and services to make an economic profit. These include any resource needed for the creation of a good or service. The factors of production are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Now, land as a factor of production. Land as a factor of production can mean agriculture and farming to the use of natural resources. Now, let us see what is Green Revolution. Between the year 1946 to 1980, it was a period of baby boomers where population was exploding. To feed the growing population, this Green Revolution was very helpful. So, what is Green Revolution? The term Green Revolution refers to the renovation of agricultural practices beginning in Mexico in 1940s. Because of its success in producing more agricultural products in Mexico, Green Revolution technology spread in the whole world in 1950s and 1960s, significantly increasing the output produced per acre of agriculture. The beginning of Green Revolution is attributed to Norman Borlaug, an American scientist interested in agriculture. In the 1940s, he began conducting research in Mexico and developed new disease-resistant high-yield varieties of wheat. He won the Nobel Prize in 1970 for his work in producing high-yield wheat and rice. In India, for example, was on the brink of famine in the early 1960s because of its fast-growing population. Borlaug and the Ford Foundation then implemented research and they developed a new variety of rice, IR8, that produced more grain per plant when grown with irrigation and fertilizers. Today, India is one of the world's leading rice producers and IR8 rice usage spread throughout Asia in the decades following the rice development in India. So, this rice development IR8 has helped to feed the growing population in India in the early 1960s. Green Revolution in India. In India, the Green Revolution was mainly led by M.S. Swaminathan. The Green Revolution resulted in great increase in production of food grains, especially wheat and rice, due to the introduction into the developing countries of new high-yield variety seeds beginning in the mid-20th century. Its early dramatic success was found in Mexico and the Indian subcontinent. The Green Revolution, spreading over the period from 67 to 68 to 77 to 70, changed India's status from a food-deficient country to one of the world's leading agricultural nations. So now, land is limited, but we need more output from the same land. Is it possible? That is a question of sustainability. If land is overused, what will happen? So, there should be sustainable land management. Now, the United Nations defines sustainable land management as the use of land resources including soils, water, animals and plants for the production of goods to meet changing human needs, but simultaneously ensuring that long-term productive potential of these resources and the maintenance of their environmental functions. The productivity and sustainability of a land use system is determined by the interaction between land resource, climate and human activities. Now, modern methods of farming. So, after this Green Revolution, modern methods of farming came into existence in India. Modern methods of farming means the use of high-yield variety of seeds, tube wells for irrigation, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, machineries like tractors and threshers to increase the agricultural production. The use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides helped in increasing the production of grains, rice and wheat to a huge extent, especially in southern state of Tamil Nadu, Andhra as well as in Punjab. Multiple cropping. Multiple cropping defined as a harvesting more than once a year. Multiple cropping is simple as that it is only more than one harvest per year. It is a widespread land management strategy in tropical and subtropical agriculture. It is a way of intensifying agricultural production and diversifying the crop mix for economic and environmental benefits. This helps in sustainable land management. Now, what is traditional method of farming in India? Traditional farming methods in India are still practiced in many regions. The use of plough and animals is the ideal traditional farming method. One of the benefits of using this method is the farmer doesn't use chemicals or pesticides. They use organic fertilizers, natural manure, and traditional tools along with natural resources. But traditional methods still requires agro practices like ploughing, tilting, mixing of manures, weeding to be performed. People are becoming more health conscious, so the need for food grown using traditional farming is still in demand. Traditional farming does not require any input which are manufactured in industry. Thank you. Non-farm production activities will be dealt in the next video.